that branch there got to go too.
Yeah, I'll go work on it.
You want to put the hands on it?
I got it.
Okay. I'll get the chainsaw fired up and get started on this. How you doing? We are down here in the pasture. It's mid-August and we're getting ready to set up for deer season. We're going to cut a few branches here on the edge of the pasture in the backyard and see what we can get going. Right now, we don't have anything planted. I'm planning on planting some food plots out here to get the deer coming out here more, but I have had a salt lick running. I'm interested to see if we've got any pictures on the trail camera I got set up over here. So we're going to get to work and see if we can't set up a little hunting spot. All right, Dana, what are you doing? Picking your tree?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay. Well, I took those two branches right there up. That tree there arranged, it's 20 yards from where they cut through up into the pasture. The only catch is the trail's right here in the salt lick, and you're going to have to sit real still if they come down that way instead of their trail over here. They got a nice trail. Did you see that one coming down the hill over here? Yeah. But that tree there is 25 yards. I'm thinking that may be a good one for the ladder stand. I don't know how far it is from here. Let's see. Where the trail comes out, it's closer.
Did I take this one out too?
No, that's low-hanging maple. They might browse on that.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the trail. That tree right there is 18 yards from this trail right here, which is give me. That may be a good stand to put the ladder in. Good tree to put the ladder stand in. What do you think? So anyway, we are cutting branches, getting ready to go. This isn't all I'm going to do though. I want to take that camera back and check the images on it, see what's coming to the salt lick. But I also have to get out and scout some nearby public land before the deer season starts.
Okay. Hand sawing branches is crazy. I need an electric one.
So I'm going to start my public land scouting down in here just because I discovered this place during my spring turkey scouting, and I was excited to get back in here and hunt turkeys. As fate would have it, they did a controlled burn back in here this past spring, and I was unable to hunt this for turkeys when the season opened. I saw plenty of evidence of that on my way in, but this is a little hill on either side of this bottom here, and it goes up into this meadow behind me. If I'd come scouting here during the summer, I may never have found this place. I scouted early spring when the leaves were off the trees, and I was able to spot this at a distance. But I also noted some deer track in here, so I'm going to look around, see if I can't find any deer sign. Now, this is definitely not Maryland back here. I'm not seeing deer droppings every 100 yards, and I'm not seeing a lot of track walking in. The trail was overgrown quite a bit, but I did see deer tracks on the trail in back this past spring. So I'm going to take a good hard look around here for sign and figure out where to go from there. So the way I started scouting that bottom was I just got out on the edge of the field and walked along the edge of the overgrown field looking for openings that deer might use to enter the field in the evening. And I wasn't finding much. I did come into a break in the briars and I started back in that way, and I found one what looked like maybe a deer track in the mud. It wasn't really looking very promising. Now from the edge of the field I looked up and I could see a stand of oaks up on the hillside, so I started off in that direction, and as I got up there, I started noticing that there were already oaks dropping, even though it's just the middle of August. And I started finding deer track. As I got higher up on the hill, up into these bigger oaks, I started finding a whole lot of deer tracks. Enough that it is a good bet that I'll be back here about a week before the season opens to look and see which of these oak trees are dropping heavy. Now, my idea is to get back in the woods, so as I was on my way out, I decided to head up a gully, and I found some obvious game trails, and I found more oak droppings. I also found track. I did not find any deer droppings though, and you'd be surprised how much burnt pine cones look like deer droppings when you're really looking for them. So this sign, I have no idea how fresh it is. It can't be that old because we had some heavy rain a few weeks ago, and that's probably what caused the footprints to embed so deeply in the leaf litter. But yeah, I'll be back here looking for a stand site right before the season opens. Now, I'm going to take a little hike around, see what else I can find. Oh my goodness. Whew. Oh. I think these hills get steeper every season. I got to get out of here. I'm soaking wet. It's in the mid-90s. But this trip was definitely worth it. I found a promising oak flat with some deer sign on it to keep an eye on as the season gets closer. Now, it's going to be an interesting year as we try to improve the property there, get some food plots in, see if we can attract some deer up there to hunt. I'm also going to be traveling back to hunt doves with Michael for the season opener. Now, I won't have that video next week because of the travel time involved. If we do manage to get any footage of that, that's real hard to film. But I've got a video I'm going to post on here next week for the opening day weekend of dove, jalapeno dove poppers. You're going to want to check this recipe out. It's a delicious way to enjoy those tasty game birds if you have some success in the dove fields this year. Now, I'll probably be traveling back there to hunt deer during the rut, since if I'm buying an out-of-state license, real expensive license, I might as well put it to good use. Me and Michael got a few spots in Maryland that we frequent, see what happens. I'm just scratching the surface down here in Tennessee. I did skate this last spring, like I said earlier in the video, but I'm not seeing rubs along the edge of the field to indicate that a buck was there. I'm not saying there's not, but I'll be happy to take a doe. I haven't taken a deer down here in Tennessee. I haven't really hunted deer down here in Tennessee. So my scouting's going to continue. I hope you'll consider hitting our logo here and subscribing. Join me this fall as deer season unfolds. See if I can't take my first Tennessee deer. We're www.camochairproductions.com, sharing the outdoors on YouTube. You can use these links here at the end of the video to see some more of our content. We hope to see you again real soon.